Hey everybody, I hope y'all are having an amazing day today. My name is Mercer, and I felt like I could make this video right before I worked on some bigger projects like my Pokemon reviews, and of course my upcoming character war, Chun-Li versus Kitanna. So I have felt like there have been a lot of series in Death Battle. No questions about that. But there have been a lot of series that they've missed out on, or just haven't used yet. So here I'm going to make a video about some series that they could use. Starting off, let's get into the video, Skullgirls. Now, Skullgirls I've always had a connection to. I guess I played the game for a little bit, and I haven't played it much lately, but I do know the characters. I really wanted Philia, depending on how you pronounce it, to be in there, and I wanted her to fight Venom, but then that fight didn't go too well because, Venom's been used twice. One for Chrono, which in my opinion was just a bad fight idea. And so I'm going to have to use my second option, Beowulf, who honestly they could have a number of different opponents to choose from. In the end, it's just a fun series. And honestly, I'd be fine if they did use Philia for Venom again, because I really like that fight idea. A lot. Moving forward, Undertale is another series that I feel like they could definitely use. The animation would definitely be 2D, and I don't know how they do it. Hune's Dojo has definitely made a bunch of fights with Undertale characters like Sans or Azrael or Undyne, which I honestly really like. I really have to say that there are tons of different characters you could choose from. You could honestly take Papyrus, and anyone with in the versus debate community knows that Papyrus's best opponent is none other than the miss out Smash Bros. Character Waluigi. Take Toriel. It's weird to figure out who she could fight. Guess Peach, maybe Daisy. Yeah, I don't know. It would be a stomp for her if those two fought. Undyne would definitely fight Pearl. That's a total win. To be honest, that one's actually pretty hard. You could say Undyne definitely has the strength and destructive power at her side, while Pearl has the speed, not to mention light speed reaction, and the ability to go toe-to-toe with Steven's shields. Yeah, that one's hard. Either way, that one would be cool. Sans. Now that is a fight character I would love to see. Sans has a number of opponents you could choose from. Bill Cipher, I don't know, Cuphead is a weird idea. I don't want to do that one. That's a bad idea. But tons of different ones you could choose from. I honestly think that Bill Cipher would be fine for Sans. Moving forward, great series. Definitely got to wrap this one up. Moving on, Apex Legends. Y'all are pretty probably surprised that this fight is on the list. This one's on the list. Because Apex is a relatively new game, but honestly, I love the game. There's tons of different things you can play on, and it's actually a battle royale that I really, really like. I mostly like it because of the character arcs and the lore, not to mention the tons of different unique arsenals that each character has. Specifically, I think they could take the following characters: Wraith, Lifeline, Gibraltar, Bloodhound, maybe Watson, and Caustic, I guess. And I would take one last one, I guess Pathfinder. Pathfinder could fight Bastion from Overwatch, Wraith could fight Tracer from Overwatch, Gibraltar could fight Bridget from Overwatch, Watson could fight Mei from Overwatch, and Caustic could fight Weezing from Pokemon. Yeah, this series is so much like Overwatch, it's insane. I guess a lot of wins could go into Apex, but a lot of wins could also go into Overwatch. Either way, there's still tons of different opponents. Apparently, people want Wraith to fight Speed of Sound Sonic, which in my opinion is just weird. Yeah, crazy weird in my opinion. Moving on, great series I want to see in Death Battle. Moving forward, Xenoblade or Xenoblade Chronicles. There really isn't much you can choose from with Xenoblade. You could take Shulk, and Shulk is pretty cool, I guess, who honestly definitely has tons of different abilities on his side, including I wrapped up in my Sora vs. Shulk video, link in the description for that video, by the way. He has his different arcs he can choose from, his future sight, small energy projection bursts, and the Manada. He's not technically universal. I don't think it would put him against Sora. They could put him against Lightning though. That would be a fight I'd be willing to see. Especially especially since I actually like Lightning a lot and think she's a really cool character. Lightning also has probably the speed advantage in that fight. Not to mention, I think she probably would win the fight. There's also Trunks, I've heard, being tossed around for Shulk. It's pretty cool, I guess. I mean, it's okay. There's definitely different characters that could be, fixed, I guess. Trunks definitely probably has the speed advantage on his side, not to mention the ability to just straight up small energy projection, the Gallic Gun, the Final Flash, all those moves. Wrapping up, I think that'd be a cool fight, though. I'd be willing to see that. Attack on Titan. Apparently, a lot of people want Attack on Titan, and I am one of those. I have seen a lot of YouTubers like Your Only Mate, who's really cool, by the way, recommending different characters to be on Death Battle. Like Eren Yeager versus, or Jaeger or Jaeger, gosh, that's weird to pronounce, being used to fight Wonder from Shadow of the Colossus, which is pretty cool. I mean, it's probably the best fight we could think of right now until someone new comes in. I mean, we faced the weirdest fights idea for Eren. Spider-Man, Kirito, Guts. Yeah, it gets weird. Wonder is actually pretty cool. I think the 3D models for Attack on Titan characters also look good, but there's weird animated fights for Attack on Titan characters that have like the worst animation ever. Like, God, I don't know, Mikasa versus Spider-Man. Yeah, that fight was so bad on the DBX. If you feel like it, go check it out. I'll put a link in the description for it, but I really, really, really don't care much for it. Speaking of Mikasa, we can probably expect her opponent to be Blake Belladonna if they're ever going to take her. I don't think they will, though, but at least not for a while, but I really, really hope that the fight does happen. I want that fight a little bit more than I want Eren Yeager versus Wonder from Shadow of the Colossus. But to my opinion, I really like both characters a lot. And I think both fights I'd be willing to see. I don't want to attack both fights to be exactly next to each other, just for the sole purpose of taking, like, I don't know, doing the DC Marvel fights all right next to each other. It just gets so boring sometimes. Moving on, this is the number 2. The number 1 we'll get to after these honorable mentions. Generator Rex. We probably won't be taking this fight into for a while since Ben 10 already happened, and there really isn't that many opponents aside from Max Steel and Blue Beetle. Yeah. Dead Man Wonderland. Honestly, Dead Man Wonderland missed his shot when Venom vs. Krona came out. People really wanted to see Shiro, which is the white-haired girl, by the way, fight right next to the main character, fight Krona, but frankly, that didn't happen. She's always up for Ryuku, even though she might lose to Ryuku. Or sons of different characters. Persona 5, my personal favorite Persona, could definitely make an appearance on Death Battle. I mean, definitely take Akira. Everyone wants to see him fight Giorno nowadays. Even I want to see him fight Giorno. I might even do that on the show. Who knows? My show, by the way, Character War. Go check that out if you haven't, by the way. Bionic Commando. This fight, I guess, was kind of leaked when Winter Soldier came in, but everyone knew he was going to fight Red Hood to begin with, so there really wasn't much hope for Spencer. Still, Misty Knight's always on the table. Guess you could go there. And now, Valiant comic series. Valiant has had a large amount of comics to choose from, and lots of characters along the way. I'd especially like to see Ninjak and Bloodshot. Cool, right? Infamous and Prototype, I feel like, are my last options mostly because I think Alex Mercer versus Cole McGrath was hinted. It gets weird. I'll make a part 2 to this video going into that one. Hey, I still got time. And now for my final conclusion. The final statement about which series I want the most in the show. And if you know me personally, You know I was going to recommend this series. And if you've seen my other videos, you know that I love this series from the bottom of my heart. Hunter x Hunter. Or Hunter x Hunter. Mostly people pronounce it Hunter x Hunter. I love Hunter x Hunter. I love it so much. I absolutely love this fight idea so much and so many different characters. I have never been a bigger Hunter x Hunter fan in my entire life. It's my favorite anime of all time. And is basically second to none. I'm a big Killua Gon shipper. I am a big fan of all the characters, Moiriam, Nin. I'm really invested in this series, and I could not ask for a better anime than Hunter x Hunter. It's my favorite anime of all time. So moving on, what characters would they take? Well, they've got a lot of options. Gon Freaks, Killua Zoldyck, Kurapika, Rika, you know, Hisokamaro, Illumi Zoldyck, Crollo Lucifer, Ufer, Moiriam, the Phantom Troop. Yeah, moving on. Taking all those characters into account, I guess you could put Kid Goku. You could put Gon up against Kid Goku, like the DBX. That'd be really cool to see. To be honest, I think that Kid Goku might win that fight, but Gon isn't going to go down easily. Killua could fight Akame. I don't want to see him fight 12-year-old Sasuke because people would get confused with adult Sasuke, and there would be a lot of hate in the comments that if Killua wins, which I actually think he will, but if Killua wins, people are going to get mad. Sorry, that was a close hanger, by the way. That, oh, Killua has light speed, so he's much faster, but Sasuke's been. I feel like the Chimera Ant Guards can battle themselves, like a, 3-on-3 fight. That'd be cool. Battle Royale. Moiriam definitely fights Cell. Kurapika's may fight Sheik from Legends of Zelda. I honestly would like to see that. And finally, what was my last one? Darn it. Shoot. Oh yeah. Subscribe and like. I would really like you guys to just check out the channel. Follow me on Instagram. And I wanted to make this video just because of how stressful the election's going to be tomorrow. I'm not very big into politics, but I just want to say, hope you guys enjoy this. Always be sure to like and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram. That's at MasterCharacterWar9. And I will see y'all in the next one. Later.